So once again, today I'm gonna talk about something weird about Beechtech from Bobby Playtime Chapter 2 that we didn't know and it was hidden from us that I'm gonna explain it. So we got um, today's video is I am reading from the Reddit as you see here. There, there are two who comments what I'm gonna read today, and I don't know if the mistake it is something to do with chapter 3 here, so I don't know, but the thing is, from here it says, from Tartar Kingdom, he said a construction company who built underground laboratory for Playtime Co. We know from ADMNR letter there's good sense those from one bug, some dark set beneath this place and may involved in experiments. So by saying that is there is no Warren Buck construction company in a form in chapter 1 except for in chapter 2 because it has right after or before we got chased by Mommy Long Legs, and after from Bomb 92 wouldn't surprise me if the lab is going to be breaker section just at the end of chapter 2. That means it wouldn't surprise him if the lab it is going to be in the breaker section, and by doing just at the end of the chapter 2 video, because this is what exactly I said when he says in going to be in the breaker section. That means I don't know if this is something to do with chapter 3. So comment below, do you think it is something to do with it? And because as you see when from the number 1 from Tartar Kingdom, when he says from ADMNR letter, there is no form from him in the chapter 1 except from the chapter 2, because in the chapter 2 we found this. So I add the Beechtech as you see the photo on a form, but it doesn't come with it, but I added. So this is why he said from that we know from ADMNR letter, that means because it was from one bug. That's why we have the name called Warren Buck Construction Company. This is what he was talking about. So now we're gonna read all of this and we're gonna see what happened. So it says this is Eddie responding once again on behalf of the Playtime Co. Toy Factory. It must be in completed secrecy. This project should only be known about by those with the authority at Warrenbach and those with the authority here at the Playtime has promised you will be compensated very well for this secrecy, upwards of $100,000 million, keeping in mind that this is a ballpark figure. We're willing to provide the proper equipment needed from excavation. However, the more independently you are able to work, the more compensation compensation I can offer. We'd still like to see the lab completed in 12 months time, but what's most important is that it's done right. Let me know if these terms work for you. I'm happy to negotiate where we find something that both parties can be happy with. Okay, so that means this letter, it was from the company that we need to let them ADM in, or AD let them in, and that we need to let them know about this. But when it says a lab, that means, as you see on a photo, there is no lab in a chapter 1, but except in a chapter 2. So, or this kind of photo, what I put, it is from the chapter 2. And when it says the pole park figure, that means the pole park is something to do with the kids playing in the pole hall, like in the sky zone or something like that. It's like a full of balls into a pool, in the pool. So this is why, and so when it says that complete in 12 months time, that means I think it is something to do with chapter 3's conclusion, because it has something to do with when I see the DBA, that it is stand for to be announced. That means the chapter 3 will be announced for the place and for the time. That's why it says in 12 months time. So, and now, as you see, the full lab is this. This is the full lab you'll see in a gameplay of the chapter 2. And like I said, I don't know if it is something to do with chapter 3, but I think it is something to do with chapter 3's conclusion, not the gameplay. So, because I don't know if this is something to do with the gameplay, because on a Buggy Huggies video, when I see something, I saw them exactly the same name like this, the Beechtech it says. So I don't know if it is something to do with chapter 3, but when it comes, we'll see it. And subscribe the video, like video, and comment what you think if the Beechtech is something to do with the chapter 3. And I will make more content like this kind of video, and I will see you guys on another video.